Hey, and welcome to the Six Figure Fit Pro plan. This is for you to be able to get started and go from zero, or maybe if you've just started to build a six-figure fitness business. Now, there is one caveat right now. If you have already doing over 100,000 per year, this is not for you. I've got the $1 Million Coach plan for you to be able to go and follow. So stop this, go to the $1 Million Coach plan and go and follow that. What I'm going to be taking you through right now is a quick crash course to be able to get you to know exactly what it is that you need to do to build your fitness business. Because whether you're starting or maybe you just have already started a little bit and it's kind of got some traction, but you know you really want to get it to the 100,000 to multiple six figures, this is going to show you exactly what it is that you need to do today. So I've got my trusty iPad. We're going to work through together. This is about actually rolling up our sleeves. This is not about giving you more information. As I'm sure you've already gone out, you've read blogs, you've read books, you've listened to podcasts, you've watched plenty of videos, and you're probably still confused. You're probably frustrated because there's a lot of conflicting information out there, because all the business gurus, they're a lot of one-trick ponies. And the problem is you can go after so many different things. You could be posting on Instagram multiple times a day. You could be posting on YouTube. You could be building blogs, websites, fancy funnels, Facebook ads. It goes on and on. What I'm going to take you through are actually the key principles for what's working to be able to build your business to where you want to be able to take it. And that starts with the Genius model. So there's three things that I work with every single one of my clients to be able to give them. And that is how your business must run. There's three things your business must do. The first is you need to attract in leads, and you need to attract in the leads of the people that you want to be working with. Those A-grade type clients, not the people that are tire kickers or freebie seekers. Those energy vampires, they're no fun. So we don't want them coming into your ecosystem. We want those A-grade clients willing to pay what you're worth. The second thing that we need to do is we need to convert those leads into clients. And we need to do it in a system, in a process that you can trust, so you're getting more clients each and every week building on top of this. And the third thing you need to be able to do is you need to deliver. You need to be able to deliver the results while getting your life back as well. Because let's be perfectly honest, the old personal training model has you stuck in the gym, training clients in the gym the whole entire day. You don't get much time to yourself. So any time that you want to be able to go on holidays, you want to be able to spend time with your family, you want to go and educate yourself, you're actually losing money because you're not there actually training your clients. And I'm going to show you how to set up your business so you can deliver it to get your clients the best possible results, to minimize you doing all the heavy lifting in the business, and three, maximizing profits in your business. So the three goals that we're going to work together to make sure we're doing right now, what we're actually working together for, is number one, we're going to get you to earn more money. Goal number one. Goal number two, I'm going to give you more freedom by following these processes. And goal number three, I want you to impact more people with the work you love, because we got into the fitness business at the end of the day because we wanted to transform bodies, we wanted to transform lives. So let's get our business to actually do that. So how do we do that? Well, there's 9 accelerators that you can see that come a part of how to attract, how to convert, and how to deliver. What I want to do right now is I want to dive deep into one that I'm sure that you really want to be able to answer, and that is, how do you fill your funnel? How do you get leads coming to you really fast and effective at the end of the day? So when you're starting to actually look at how you've got your systems, process, and how you're bringing in leads, there's 5 different categories that I look at when I diagnose in a fitness business what's actually going on. The first is going, do you have a rusty bucket at the end of the day? Do you just have water flowing through and you're not collecting leads and it's just not working at all? That's not what we want. We don't want a rusty bucket of leads. The next category is it leaky in your sales pipeline, in your leads coming through? Is it their leads actually dropping out? Is it leaky? Is you're leaking leads out of, because you could get people, say, seeing your Instagram posts or watching your videos or just seeing you on social media, but the problem is they're not actually buying from you. You're not seeing a constant increase of new customers, new clients, and new income coming into your bank account. The next is, do you have a trickle of leads coming on in, where unfortunately you can't really rely on it? There's leads coming in, you're making some sales, but you're definitely not getting enough leads for you to be able to hit the goals of your business. And the next is where we start to really ramp up. This is where we get to get a flow of leads coming through. This is when we start to see that you're actually getting a flow of leads consistent, that you can trust, that you can know that you're turning into clients as well. And then this is where we want to go. The holy grail for fitness businesses for lead generation is, we want a flood of leads coming through. We want floods of leads coming through, that we have the processes knowing that they can continue to come on in, then we can actually turn them into clients as well. Now, when you look at these, it's like, okay, Chris, well, there's 5 different levels and you've got to decide right now, you've got to work with me, where are you on this spectrum? Because really there's only 2 levels right now. And that is, are you in the flood and flow, or are you below? Because what we need to be able to do, we need to set up the systems and processes, the actual methods. We need to get you doing what you need to do so you have a flow and flood of leads coming through. Now, before we get too far down the rabbit hole, what I want to show you something is what's called the 4 futures. And this was an absolute game changer. This literally took me, when a mentor taught me this, from going from a struggling business to a multi-7-figure business right now. So I highly recommend you lean in, you follow me, you actually work with me right now, because you're going to have to actually do a little bit of work for this to make sense and for you to be able to use this. So what I want you to do is I want you to think of right now, this is you now, today, and I want you to think 3 years down the track, because there's 4 different futures that you can end up with. The first is ideal. This is your ideal future that you want to end up with. Now, again, when we look at what are we actually doing, the business I want to help you build means you need to be able to earn a certain amount of money. So in 3 years' time, and I want you to write this down, literally write this down right now. Don't just skip ahead because you're wasting your time. What the is the point of you actually doing this with me? So how much money do you want to be earning in 3 years? The second is the impact factor, and that is how many people are you actually going to be helping? How many clients and customers do you have on board in 3 years from now? And the third factor of success in our business is freedom. How much freedom do you have in your business? So I want you to answer, in an ideal situation, 3 years from today, how much money are you earning, how many people are you impacting, and how much freedom do you have in your business? Because then the next factor is, the next future that we're looking at is a good scenario. Because yes, it's great to shoot for the ideal, but there's a spectrum of where we can hit. So then there's good. The next is a bad scenario. So this is, okay, in 3 years from now, if you got to that path and you looked back, you're like, oh, that was a bad result. You wouldn't be too happy with where it is that you got to at the end of the day. And then thirdly is, I call it disaster. So what I want you to do is I just want you to think of a bad scenario right now. In 3 years from now, what would a bad scenario in how much money you would want to be earning? Okay, so if you were earning a certain amount of money in 3 years, what would you call that was bad looking back in the progress that you've made from today? Be honest with yourself. Again, you doing it means you need to do the work and you need to be honest with yourself. The amount of people that you're helping. How many people do you want to be helping in 3 years from now that would be a bad scenario? If you got to be like, it's not great, you wouldn't be too happy with it. And then freedom. What would the freedom be in a bad scenario 3 years from now? And again, I don't want to be all downer and doom and gloom, but we have to have a scenario of where we need to hit, because I'm going to show you how we design the business to get to your ideal scenario. So there's a 3-step process we need to be able to go through right now. And I'm going to take you through that literally right now in this crash course. The first is we need to be able to have simplicity as to what it is you're doing. Next, we need to be able to have a pathway of how to get new clients and build your business. And third, we just need to add automation and really amplify the results of your business. We're going to do that literally right together right now. And the next step for us to do this comes together in our 4 quadrants. This is how we get you to know what it is that you need to work on. Because let's be honest, there's plenty of things that you could be doing. And when I have a new client come on board, this is one of the first steps we do, is being able to simplify what they're doing. And because there's 2 speeds that we can go at right now. You can either be doing things that get you fast results, or you could be doing things that get you slow results. Okay? Now, you could be doing things that are really simple, or you could be doing things that are really complex. Now, the problem is so many fitness coaches right now are doing things that are slow and complex because they think that's the bright, shiny object. There's so many gurus, there's so many one-trick ponies talking about that. And when you do that, things are just no fun. Now, on the other side, you could be doing things that are simple, but they're slow to get you the results. And the problem with that situation is you get no progress. You get frustrated with the actual progress you're making. On the flip side of that, you could be doing things that are really fast, but they're really complex. This is really what so many people are out there trying to tell you to do, to try and get you to sell into those specific courses. And the problem is they're just like one part of the entire engine of your business. And the problem when you're doing that is your business and your life feels out of control. But when we have something that's simple and we have something that gets you fast results, that is when you have it working. And this is where we want to be able to sit. We want to be able to be doing things that are simple to do, simple to take action on, simple for you to follow through with, And we want them to be able to be fast in getting you results, fast in getting you clients, and fast in building your bank account. All right, now this is where rubber really meets the road. And I'm sure you've heard of a sales funnel right now, and I can show you that, but really what you need to understand is the principles. As soon as you know these principles, you will be able to act on what it is that you need to do to build your business. And there's 3 different areas when it comes to your actual sales pipeline right now. This is your pathway that we need to build. The top is when you have to your content, to your message, when it's going to cold traffic. Cold traffic simply is people that don't know you. They're cold in the relationship that they have with you. And the biggest issue that you're going to have with these people is they're going to be skeptical. And that's perfectly fine. So at the top, we've got cold, skeptical people. In the middle, this is when people have seen your stuff. Maybe they've seen a video, they've seen some of your social media, they've read some of your stuff. They've got an inkling that you exist and what it is that you do. The second thing is these people are going to be warm to you. And they're going to be curious about what it is that you do. So you've got someone that's now curious into what it is that you're doing, but we really need to get them to the 3rd step to be able to sell. Because the biggest problem is most fitness coaches are actually trying to sell to the cold and skeptical, to the warm and curious, but where we need to sell is when someone's hot. They have been through your processes. They know that you are the person that is going to solve their problems. You are the go-to coach now. And when they're hot, they're hungry. And they're hungry to get on board with what it is that you've got. And we need to be able to actually design your sales pathway, how you get clients to take someone from skeptical to curious to hungry, because once we do that, then we can actually start to amplify and consistently get new clients. They don't have a system to get people to go from skeptical to curious to hungry, because let's be perfectly honest, if you have someone that is skeptical to you right now, there is a certain message that you have to give them. You're not going to talk to a person that is skeptical the same way that a person that is hot. And that's the other thing. We need 3 different levels of communication, 3 different levels in your sales pipeline to be able to talk to these people at where they're at in the relationship with you. This is no longer about trying to put just one message and say, hey, buy my stuff, join my challenges, be my client. That is not and never going to happen anymore. People are switched on, and we need to be able to talk to these people at the different levels. The good news is it's actually pretty simple to be able to do this once you understand the principles. And that's why I want you to meet Adrian, a coach that first started with me, absolutely starting from scratch. Now is crushing and doing multiple 6 figures and living a great life, being able to support his new family. And the great thing about this is you can follow the exact same steps that he's been able to do.
Chris and I jumped on a call together, and he made me see that I was giving up on my dream, because I knew that if I gave up on my dream, I was giving up on myself, and I felt that life would have been over if that happened. Now I get to work from home, support my wife, and actually do the work that I love, because I'm helping other people and impacting their lives whilst having the freedom to be able to live life on my terms.
So there's a good chance you're asking me right now, you're going, Chris, this all sounds really good, but how do I really know what to do when? Because there are still plenty of things you need to be able to do to build your business right now. You could have a bit of a Swiss cheese problem where you've got some holes and you need to be able to plug them up. And that's why I want you to know the success curve right here, okay? Most people think success is just one big straight line. It's never going to be like that. Success really, when looking over, and this is over from 13 years of running fitness businesses, is going to actually happen like this. We build momentum to be able to get to the point of where it is that we want at the end of the day. And we break this down into 3 different categories in where you're at. And once we know which category you're in, then we can actually give you the exact steps for you to be able to follow. When starting, and this is usually between the $0 to $6,000 a month, you're in the ignition part. You need to ignite your business and get it started. The second is acceleration. This is between $6,000 to $25,000 a month, usually, roughly. It's not exact, but it's going to be around abouts. And then the third step is when you're in domination. And domination is between $25,000 to $1 million plus business. And this is where you can see that there's 3 key areas to be able to actually have all of your business come in. Now, the beauty about this is once you know where you are and exactly what it is you're going to be able to work on, then you have a situation like Callum, which was able to sell $39,000 of PT in just 2 days.
What are the great results now? Now I run a hybrid business. So by that I mean I do face-to-face sessions on the Sunshine Coast. I only do about 10 sessions a week. Most of my business is online now. So especially with external impact, I'm able to actually help way more clients. with that, it's given me more time for money freedom. So 4 weeks ago, I was in New Zealand, shredding the powder, absolutely loved it, and over there I was still able to make a full source of income over there. So by remotely working, I'm able to help more people, still generate my income. With this too, my face-to-face business, I get to work with awesome people.
And that was all organic. So we know that this system works, you just need to be able to work this system at the end of the day. And this is where I want to give it to you so you can just copy and paste it and be able to use what's proven to work with fitness businesses all over the world. Now, if you don't know me from a bar of soap and you've just gotten to this and you've gone through so funny, you're like, oh, this really sounds good, Chris, but who the hell are you? I just want to introduce myself for a really quick second. I'm Chris and I'm the CEO and founder of the Coaches Cartel. And really simply, we just help fitness coaches be able to get more clients and get more freedom in their life. And I get it if you're feeling a little bit stuck and broken, because I quit personal training over 5 years ago now. I was in what I call the old personal training model. I was running a business in Sydney. I was running a fitness business in Dubai. I had a full book of clients. I had trainers working for me. I was charging a premium, but the problem was I was still stuck. And the biggest issue when I was still stuck was I wasn't able to spend the time with my family. I was in the gym training clients around the clock, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6 days a week. And it wasn't getting me the life that I truly wanted. I knew I had to make a radical difference. And that's when I started my online fitness business. And no, by no means did I get it going straight out of the gate. I have made tons of mistakes and I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in being able to learn from the mentors, and especially being able to learn from the world's best outside of the fitness business and bringing in the proven methods to be able to get clients and build a business in a leveraged way to give you the lifestyle that you want. And quite frankly, I'm crap at technology. So don't think that you have to be good at all the tech stuff to be able to get this up and running. Absolutely not. We're actually here to give you all the templates, all the scripts, all the funnels, all the ads, all the offers, all the emails, all the lead magnets. We literally give you exactly what is working so you don't have to think about it. And that's where I want you to know that if you're really committed to being able to build the fitness business that gives you the money that you want, gives you the ability to impact the people doing the work that you love, and really gives you the freedom that you want, then you can copy the proven system. So enough of all of this. I don't want to be just trying to give you more information and you feeling like you're just like drinking from a fire hose the whole time. I want this to be practical right now, because there's really just 3 things that we need to do right now to really get you to the business that you really want. And those 3 things are, number 1, we need to know where it is that you want to be able to go. What does the actual success of your business look like? How much money do you want to earn? Where do you want to be working from? How are you helping people? How's the design of your business? What's the business model? Those key questions we need to answer. The second thing is we need to know, where are you starting from right now? You could be starting from absolute scratch, or you could have been in this game for years right now. And the thing is, we need to know where it is that you actually are, because the third thing that we need to do is we need to just simply draw the straightest line for you to know exactly what it is that you need to do. So the easiest way for us to be able to get to those 3 things is what we call a strategy session. It's a really quick call with me and my team for us to be able to answer, where is it that you want to go? What are you doing right now? And what do you need to do to actually get to where you want to be able to go as well? And if you're skeptical, if you're like, Chris, this sounds like BS or just too good to be true, I don't blame you. Chill out and it's all good. There's nothing to buy on this call. This is our way to actually figure out first, can we help you? Then after that call, we can figure out if we can help you, take those next steps. Worst case scenario, you just take the plan that we give you and you run off with it and you go and do it. That's perfectly fine. Or if you want help implementing it, then we can talk about that as well. So what to do is click the link somewhere below this video, book in and apply for your strategy session, so then we can take you through those few quick steps and we'll be able to show you what are you going to need to do to be able to bring leads, convert leads to clients, and set up the delivery of your fitness business, whether it's face-to-face, whether it's online, or whether you want to be able to do both as well. And that is where it's up to you now, because if you want to be the person that is actually your own success story, or whether you want to be the person that is watching everyone else succeed and you're just sitting on the sidelines, it's up to you. And if you want to be the person that is your own success story, honestly, and I know I'm biased, but I think the easiest next step, to be honest, is just clicking the link below. So click the link, apply, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you real soon.